tough job. I mean, trying to keep these superstars on the up and up, that's hard.
Well, it's easier to get some superstars to play by the rules than others.
Hey, you know what, Cole? If you're going to get on your high horse again and give us another lecture about playing fair, I swear to God, I'm going to throw up.
Is it so wrong to ask a superstar to play by the rules, Taz? That doesn't seem to be so unreasonable to me.
That's because you never competed in a match, Cole. If you did, you know that you've got to do whatever it takes to win. And if that means bending the rules a bit, well then, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You know, Cole, I'd ask you who you were pulling for in this match, but I think it's pretty obvious since the beginning who you're rooting for.
I never claimed to be completely objective, Taz.
There's the tag. Nice teamwork. Man, you just can't put anything over on these fans.
You sure can. They see everything, and they'll let you know about it. And there's the reversal.
These WWE fans just can't get enough of these superstars.
I'm glad to see it. A WWE match isn't just about competition, it's also about entertaining the fans.
Okay, well, if that's the case, how come they got you as an announcer? I mean, that ain't exactly great entertainment, in my opinion.
You might be right, Taz. I think it would be extremely entertaining to listen to you try to call a match all by yourself.
Man, even if you end up winning a match like this, you're going to be feeling it for the next week.
Yes, but that's the case if you lose as well. And having to deal with emotional as well as physical pain is that much worse.
Emotional? What the hell are you talking about?
Well, I've been in the locker room after a match and seen superstars who don't get their hands raised. You can literally feel the disappointment radiating off them. It's not a pretty sight.
Whoa! I think these fans have... He slipped out of that one.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
Nice quick counter. Man, this one's just turned into a fight. Pure and simple.
We knew it was going to be intense. We knew it was going to be physical. But I don't think anyone was prepared for this.
I gotta admit, it kind of took me by surprise, Cole. And that don't happen too often.
That's an understatement.
I don't think the fans like that one too much. And I'm sure this breaks this guy's heart.
It's sure. These fans are the lifeblood of WWE. And he doesn't give a damn what they think.
Man, I almost feel bad for JR and King, Cole. When's the last time you think they saw a match this good?
I couldn't tell you, Taz. I don't know if they've ever had anything this good on Raw.
Me neither. Because I guess that just makes sense. I mean, after all, SmackDown is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
And that's one of the few things we completely agree on, partner. It doesn't get any bigger or better than SmackDown.
Oh, man, these fans are fired up now.
They sure are. And you know that's going to have an effect on this match.
You just don't see action like this every day, Cole.
You sure don't, Taz. And we've got the best seats in the house.
No doubt, front and center. We couldn't be any closer to this match without being in it.
Well, that's your territory, partner, not mine. I'm perfectly happy staying right where I am.
Well, I'll tell you this much. There ain't no doubt in my mind that Mark Henry really is the world's strongest man. The power of this guy is purely awesome.
It's downright scary is what it is, Taz. We've seen Mark Henry tear apart superstar after superstar, and I hope we're not about to see more of the same here tonight.
Everyone who gets in the ring with Mark Henry knows exactly what to expect. And if they're dumb enough to do it, then that's their problem.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
No surprise there, Cole. The WWE fans ain't exactly known for keeping their opinions to themselves.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, Cole. An injured superstar's like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, hide it from your opponent.
You got that right, Cole. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponent think you're easy pickings.
Well, I wouldn't consider any of these superstars to be easy pickings, no matter how beaten up they get. I don't use the word evil lightly, but that's all that comes to mind when I look at Mark Henry in the delight he takes in destroying his fellow superstars.
Evil's just a word that low-random, low-life losers like you, and you're also a two-face, used to describe people who do whatever it takes to win. I think Mark Henry would take that as a compliment, even from a goof like you.
And the crowd has come alive tonight with a chant directed at the superstars in the ring.
Yeah, and you can't let that break your focus. But that's easier said than done. This is one heck of a match so far.
It sure is, Taz. What do you think the highlight has been so far?
That'll probably come a little bit later on in the match. When you decide to shut your gap for a few seconds, and I can enjoy it in peace.
Well, excuse me for doing my job, partner. Sorry to disturb you. Watching these
He ain't taking any chances with this submission, Cole. Look at how tight he's got it locked in.
I see that, Taz. I wouldn't be surprised if he got his opponent to tap out right here.
Man, I'm telling you, from my in-ring experience, trust me, you could cut this tension with a knife.
I don't think you need in-ring experience to feel the tenacity radiating off these superstars, Taz. I don't think anything could be more obvious.
Spoken like a guy who's never been in there, Cole. Trust me, when it comes down to you or them, it's a whole different level of intensity.
I'll have to take your word for it, Taz. I honestly can't imagine a more electric atmosphere than the one in this arena right now. It sounds like this capacity crowd is something on their minds, Taz.
Yeah, and thousands of paying customers can't be wrong.
I'll never understand why Mark Henry resorts to the brutal tactics he uses against his opponents. He's already the world's strongest man. What's he got left to prove?
Well, I guess like most women, you're squeamish. Every time Mark Henry gets in the ring with someone, you gotta realize he's sending a message to the whole locker room.
Well, if you ask me, a victory is message enough. There's no need for the senseless brutality that Mark Henry seems to enjoy.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
I just think it's unfortunate whenever a superstar decides to cheat to win, rather than compete fairly.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's pretty good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting. Come on, ref. That should have been a disqualification right there.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, Cole, but it's not. It's not a disqualification. That's the way you do it. Nothing like the sight of your own blood to take the fight right out of you.
I hope this is over soon. He's going for the pin. Wow.
Wow, look at that confidence. He's letting his opponent know who the boss is.
He'd better watch out, though. His cockiness could backfire in a major way.
Man, you talk about superstars who ain't got an ounce of quit in them, huh? You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in. If you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
Look, Cole, this ain't about that. You gotta go in there every single match and be willing to do whatever it takes. You'd know that if you actually stepped in between the ropes.
I don't have to. Oh my God! Look at the blood just pouring down his face.
I love it when these superstars just go in there and beat the holy high hell out of each other.
I don't know that I agree with that, Taz. I hate to see a superstar risk a serious injury like this.
There's not a superstar in the locker room who can afford to ignore these fans, Cole.
Right about that. Without the fans, we'd all be out of a job.
Man, I can't tell you how impressed I am with what I've seen here tonight so far.
How could you not be impressed, Taz? These are some of the greatest superstars in the world, doing what they do best.
Hey, slow down, girl pants. Oh, man, there's the pin. dodge that bullet. I'll tell you what right now, I love watching Mark Henry get it done in the ring. There ain't another guy in that locker room who can pick apart an opponent like Mark Henry.
I think we know what he's going for here, Taz.
No doubt, and there it is, World's Strongest Slam. This has been a great match so far, and I think it's pretty obvious which way it's going.
Oh, really? Are you willing to go out on a limb and actually make a guess then?
There's no guesswork involved, Cole, but if you're going to be snippy, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Well, what's he up to now?
Oh, man, World's Strongest Slam. That was vicious.
I think we're hearing the First Amendment in action here tonight, Taz.
Man, his opponent looked like a punk with that counter.
He's got him covered.
It's so great seeing these athletes compete here tonight. I had a feeling they were going to wind up against each other sooner or later.
There were times when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but I can't tell you how glad I am. Oh, would you look at this? Talking about arrogant. It's sickening.
Actually, I think it's great. That's not arrogance, that's confidence. And that's what wins matches. I gotta tell you, I didn't expect these guys to go off on each other the way they have tonight. Ha ha! Look at this, Cole. He don't look too worried about this match.
Well, he should be. Until that bell rings, this is still anyone's match.
I love him. Looks like someone's making it pretty clear that he's not feeling too threatened right about now.
Well, this is a good way to find yourself in a bad situation. He's wasting time instead of following up here.
These superstars give everything they got when they're in a match like this. But a lot of people don't realize what they sacrifice behind the scenes also.
No question. If you want to make it in the WWE, you've got to sacrifice just about everything for your career. It has to be as important to you.
Like every chick you've been with there, Michael, this ain't gonna be pretty.
Oh, my God. The world's strongest slam.
With them. Some ladies that know me know Step is a pro. Fill up at the bar, go get a massage. Find me a couple, we can make it a massage. You be trying hard, but you don't start.